What's up, Pokemon Masterclass? Gym Leader Justin here. We're playing some Pokemon Unite ranked gameplay. We're playing Blastoise with Hydro Pump and Surf. Today our build is going to be Score Shield, Muscle Band, and Buddy Barrier. For more information, make sure you check out the website linked in the description for all the Pokemon scaling. Let's get this video underway. Classes in session. Alright, so we're playing some Blastoise and some ranked gameplay the other day. This is from the duo session that we had, PMC Sport Ninja. That's Dougie and I, Doug and Justin. Today he is running the Talonflame in the jungle, and as you can see here, I'm running Squirtle top lane with a random Pikachu. So we're going to start off here. We're just trying to bully out there. We do end up losing the Corphish because the Pikachu doesn't, come with me. Maybe he doesn't understand kind of how the laning. It's just one indication. I'm like, okay, maybe this Randy isn't that great. But we do pick up a first blood on the Vulpix. Almost said Ninetales, but on the Vulpix. So that's really, really great. So the Pikachu just goes up and takes the top Apom instead of helping me there with the Corphish. So we do lose that, but we get the kill. So it's kind of worth. And then I do get my score in with the Score Shield, the little cheeky 8, which is an extra healing and experience, which is really, really good for me. So I do go in to pick up this fight, and I don't realize that the Frogadier is here. So that is a mistake on my part. Absolutely a mistake on my part. No way around it. But it's not the end of the world. Like, it's just one death. It's still early. I can waddle my way back up there, and we haven't lost too much. So I tell Doug, hey, Frogadier's top. I see you doing stuff bot. I'm just going to go back top and defend here. So they do lose the Pikachu, but we end up picking up a kill on the Ninetales. So we go for the Ralts, but he does end up getting away with just a sliver of HP. Unfortunate. And I'm just going to defend here against the Frogadier. So he does pick up our potion, but then Pikachu and Doug both come up on the well, right now he is playing Talonflame, but on the Fletchinder, and we do come up in 3v1 and kill the Frogadier, who definitely overextends, thinks that he can pick up the kill because he had the berry, and that's just not the case. So I end up getting the evolution there because of the Audino, which is really, really big, or the Apom, excuse me, which is really big, and we end up picking up the Ninetales, and now we're picking up the Ralts, both now, because we have the Hydro Pump with the evolution to Wartortle. So, misclick there, a little Skull Bash. Stuff happens, it's not the end of the world. So we end up picking up the scores, and we're looking at the minimap like, okay, we got 30 seconds till Dread. I'm just going to pick, I tell Doug, hey, I'm just going to pick up the Corphish, and then I'm going to come bot. And then all of a sudden this Greninja pops out on the Pikachu. I'm like, hey, do I have time? Like, I'm just going to mess up this Greninja real quick, then I'll come bot to you. He says, yeah, no problem. Alright, so I get the call from down bot. I have the time to pick up this kill, so I do. I absolutely just go in, boom, last auto attack. Boom! There we go. Pick up the Ralts, who definitely overextends. Shouldn't have been anywhere near there because A, she wasn't a Curlia, and B, her Greninja was already low from the fight, so she shouldn't have even been up there. So now we're just going to take up with exactly 24. We're going to score this top lane and get rid of the goal completely. Now the Greninja comes back and he jumps on the Pikachu again. So I tell Doug, look, dude, this dude's still being aggro. I'm just going to go up here and then he's like, no, come back bot. Okay, I'm going to come back bot with the Surf. And I say, look, man, there's two up here. I'm just going to defend again. He says, okay, no problem. That's exactly what I do. It's sort of a wishy-washy play, but again, they overextend. We slam him into the wall with the Surf. The Ralts was an easy pickup because, again, he's not evolved yet. He's an easy two-shot. And we slam him with the Surf and hold him in place long enough for me and the Pikachu to pick up the kill. So now that's like the third kill that we've got top already, and they just kind of snowballed by just the Greninja just kind of threw his life away 2 or 3 times in a row. So now I'm Blastoise. I have my Unite move. I'm actually in a really good spot, so we never end up going bot for the Dread, but Dougie ends up picking it up regardless without our help. So we're in a decent spot here. I'm like, okay, there's actually a fight top lane, Doug. We can honestly just fight this and go for the Rotom. So as you can see there, I go for the Hydro Pump, but it's actually on a clone. So he ends up getting me with the Shadow Clone Jutsu right there, but that's okay, because we surf in there, get the double kill on the Ralts and the Greninja for a 4th time, just slaughtering these fools. And we're not going to give up our pressure. We're going to make sure that not only with the kills, we're also taking objectives to hold up our tempo in this portion of the game. So here we're going to surf in, big giant team fight. I call for my Unite move, boom, double knock up, kill the Greninja. We're about to kill the Cinderace here, boom, big damage. We're getting all of our scores in. I dunk mine with the Rotom. That's an instant 40. You can see right there, Doug just dunked his. That's 25. The Ralts again overextended, still not Curlia. That's like 6 times in a row that she tries to just keep, bashing her head up against a brick wall, and it's not going to turn out well for her. I thought the Pikachu was going to do better than he did right there, so I thought I could kill the Audino and then get out, but turns out it wasn't. So right here, I just make the call, look, I'm just going to hold them in place as long as I can. I can't really escape. And Doug says, no, man, just get out. Just use your surf. Hey, no problem. He was actually right. So Doug and I are doing a really good job communicating this day. We're doing a really good job of duo back and forth calling. He's watching the minimap when I'm fighting. I'm watching the minimap when he's fighting. So we're kind of helping each other out with what would be the best positionary option. So I go back, I collect both of these potions, and now I'm like, 2/3 HP. I'm like, look, I can fight now. Like, this is legit. I've got 75 on my ulti. My potion is just back up off cooldown. I'm going to pop it here, and I'm going to go down mid, and I'm going to fight this Ninetales. Boom! And you can see that just the raw damage of Surf, and then the Hydro Pump is more than enough damage, even though we're not running like a Choice Specs or a Wise Glasses. You don't necessarily need it. Blastoise has a lot of really good base damage. That's why this build, as you can see, like, we're doing so much work with our autos. We're getting a lot of auto tech kills earlier with the Greninja, and we're using our base damage of Surf and Hydro. So boom, big giant fight on the base here. I pop my Unite move. Unfortunately, Doug didn't really think that it was a good fight, so he didn't jump down because the Pikachu wasn't with us. And, I really wish the Pikachu would have been with us. I landed a 5-man ulti. We would have been able to wipe that fight. I didn't really let it get to me, like, mentally too much. As you can see right here, I wasn't really watching because I was talking. I thought we should have taken that fight, but at the end of the day, it really wasn't the worst thing in the world that we didn't, because as you can see here, we end up cleaning up the fight in hindsight. The Cowboy Garchomp is trying to duel the Greninja, and Greninja's sort of chasing behind Doug. Doug's got the 50 on the Talonflame, as you can see on your minimap, and he's going to dunk. That's kind of what I'm calling right here. So don't worry. I'm coming up. I've got Surf and Hydro. Just wait for me. Me, you, and the Garchomp will make sure that you get your 50 in. We're checking death timers. We're checking all that. So I'm going to... Oops. As you can see right there, a little backward surf by accident, but it doesn't actually matter. So that's okay. Again, stuff happens. So we Hydro Pump the bunny. He ends up getting the kill on both of my teammates. It's really unfortunate. Just didn't have enough CC because my Unite move was down, so he ends up picking up that kill. But Doug did end up getting some points in, so that's really, really good. We end up picking up all the points that were lost by the death timers, and you can see right here, we're just backing up. We're waiting for our teammates. You can see on the minimap, our Cinderace is coming down. Okay, we're ready to turn. Boom! We got a little bit of shielding, movement speed, a little bit of healing. We're ready to go. And unfortunately, I get slammed by a Machamp. So... Again, I was just a little bit off timing there. This is 2 mistakes in a row by me. I'm pointing it out. Like, we're uploading videos that aren't perfect gameplay on purpose to this channel to show, like, we make mistakes too. But it's not the end of the world. You got to make sure that you keep your mentality in a positive place. Like, one little mistake could cost the game, but it doesn't always necessarily mean that. So, like, right here, we're going to jump back in. I pick up all these points. I've got 30 points now in the Blastoise. I'm doing good damage. I've got every single cooldown up, including my button. Doug's got 50. The Garchomp has 40. Pikachu is finally mid. I'm like, look, we're finally in a good spot. Let's just group mid, and we can make something happen. So we catch the Gardevoir out, which is insanely good because that's a huge... Unite move down for the enemy team. So right here, we end up picking up 4 kills. And I say, look, Doug. Doug says, hey, let's go for the Zapdos. I said, no. Turn on the Greninja, kill him, we score, come back and pick up all these points. Then we can go for the Zapdos and then score again. Because again, we're in the... Because they're all dead, we had 5 death timers, essentially. Boom! We get my 100 in. I'm going to surf out. Our team picks up the Zapdos. We catch the Ninetales who super jumped over us. Our whole team picked up all of these coins again. So now I'm sitting on 23. Doug's sitting on 47. Doug on the Talonflame just dunked 50. And now he's got 47 again. So I'm going to go through here with the Zapdos insta score. And we are calling, look, even if you die, just get the score in. Just get the score. So that's exactly what we do. You just have to touch a toe in and slam that X button, and boom, it instantly does it for you. That's honestly the most OP broken mechanic of the game right now, which is the insta-scoring of Zapdos. So we utilize that to our advantage. We sort of like play the martyr, like it's okay that we die. We still have 2 goals up. We need to defend top and bot lane. As you can see there, I call for the Cinderace. I meant to call for the Cinderace to go bot, accidentally called top because of the Greninja. He could have gone top and just stopped the Greninja there. It didn't really matter that they were scoring bot lane. It was, again, the Pikachu and or the Talonflame could have gone bot. It didn't really matter in the hindsight, but again, just make sure that you're paying attention to that mini-map so that way you don't all go to the same route. Like, some go bot and some go top in that scenario. But at the end of the day, we do end up managing to pick up the win. We get the MVP. Look at that, 14 kills with Blastoise. That's so insane. I really love this build. We were in a really good control for the whole game. We scored a lot of points, a lot of good tanking. Let me know what you think of the build down in the comments below. Do you like this new Blastoise build? As always, I'm Gym Leader Justin. Class is dismissed.